This segment of the news is brought to you by Finance of America. For all your mortgage needs, call Amy Childress or Shannon Keller at 702-372-6607.
Welcome back. Here's Deanna O'Donnell with this week's News Across Nevada.
I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Here's your news across Nevada. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, Nye County has not had a single murder this year. But then Nye County has always had low crime rates. Crime in Henderson, which is located near Las Vegas, is on the rise. Henderson was once considered one of America's safest cities, but now the number of murder and other violent crimes are increasing. Recent crimes include the devastating assault of a UNLV law professor, a recent carjacking in a driveway, and a murder of a man driving home. The crime statistics in Henderson show the numbers for murders, robberies, and aggravated assaults creeping upward. Statistics show that compared to last year, the homicide rate has almost doubled. The crime report shows aggravated assaults are on pace to be 30 more per 100,000 people compared to 2015. The State Assembly gave its okay to letting the Clark County Commission hire more police. As of day 4 of the special session in Carson City continues, there are 3 big bills up for discussion. The More Cops measure enables the Clark County Commission to boost the sales tax 0.1% in order to hire more than 300 officers. It passed 35-7. Home prices in the Las Vegas Valley are ticking up. According to new data released by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors, the reported median price of a single-family home was almost $234,000 last month, which is up from $220,000 last September. It also showed an 8.9% increase in sales, with nearly 3,000 homes sold. People who have purchased a home since 2009 or before 2004 are making money. Those who purchased between 2007 and 2008 would just be breaking even if they sold now. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thanks, Deanna. Now let's join Alicia Cook with your entertainment this week.
In your entertainment news this week, 75-year-old American singer-songwriter Bob Dylan has won the 2016 Nobel Prize in Literature. The announcement is the first time that the prestigious award has been bestowed on a musician for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. Dylan is one of the most iconic poet-musicians of his generation, with songs such as Blowing in the Wind and The Times They Are A-Changing, which became anthems for the U.S. anti-war and civil rights movements of the 1960s. Congratulations and well wishes go out to Janet Jackson. The superstar has confirmed that she is indeed expecting her first baby at age 50. There had been speculations that the singer and her husband, Qatari billionaire Wissam Al-Mana, were expecting. In April, Jackson announced she was halting her concert tour for personal reasons. Comcast is being forced to pay the largest fine the FCC has ever levied against a cable operator. Its offense: charging customers for services and equipment they didn't ask for. The company agreed to pay a $2.3 million civil penalty and to submit to a compliance plan in which regulators will monitor Comcast for the next 5 years to ensure it cleans up its act. It is basic that a cable bill should include charges only for services and equipment ordered by the customer. The FCC said it received over 1,000 complaints from customers who said Comcast charged them for premium channels, cable boxes, DVRs, or other products that they never ordered. In many cases, the FCC said customers expressly told Comcast that they didn't want the add-on options, but they were charged anyway. Complaints also describe how customers spent significant time and energy to attempt to remove the unauthorized charges and get refunds, the commission said. The complaints spurred the FCC to launch an investigation nearly 2 years ago. The settlement marks the conclusion of that probe. That is your entertainment news this week. I am Alicia Cook, reporting for News 46.
Thanks, Alicia. A film crew and director stopped by KPVM-TV yesterday. Deborah Richards is a transgender filmmaker on her way to her new reality show.
It's basically about my life as a transgender film director living in Vegas and some of my crazy, fabulous friends.
How long have you lived in Vegas?
Ooh, 15 years now, so I'm a Vegas girl now, battle born.
You have been all over the world. Where have you lived?
I actually was born in England, but I grew up in the Middle East in Bahrain, and then I moved back to England as a teenager, then to Paris, and then after Paris back to England again because I couldn't get away from it, and then eventually to Florida and then to Vegas. There's a bunch of reality shows about to come out about transgender women in general right now, and a thing a lot of reality shows tend to do is they pit each of the girls against each other and they create the drama that way, and I think that portrays women in a really negative way, and so we wanted to do something a little different with our show. There's enough drama in the world in all of our daily lives that I wanted it to be me and my girlfriends versus the world and that natural drama come in. And the transgender topic is getting a lot of awareness right now, in the last year especially, and so that's kind of like our in to sell the show, but then it's so much more because I'm actually a film director, so that makes it way more interesting.
A lot of those reality shows have a lot of setup things. Are you going to be going in that direction, or how would you, what kind of line would you go along?
Well, the funny thing with setups is reality is you have to plan it out. I mean, it's a TV show and there's a production crew, so you have to say, you know what, on this day we're going to come visit you guys and we're going to do a TV interview. And so that's the plan, but then reality seeps in, and I drive a Porsche and I wasn't expecting to drive across these dirt roads to get here, and so like I'm driving at 1 mile per hour across this dirt road, and that's reality. So you plan stuff, but then crazy stuff always seems to happen.
So you're directing television commercials right now, and gearing up for the show. What are you trying to sell the show right now?
Well, my management is actually in talks with a bunch of networks right now. There's been a lot of pre-buzz about the show because it's kind of an interesting setup, and I'm told that I'm a colorful character. So, but I'm also in development for my first feature film, which comes out in 2018, which is a vampire movie set in Vegas. So while the show is following me around, you know, having this fabulous life in Vegas, because Vegas is fabulous, there's also this whole kind of behind the scenes of getting a movie off the ground and making a movie.
So tell me about some of the awards that you've won.
Well, I actually won 4 Emmys last year in the student category at the regional Emmys last year. I won Best Director, Best Short, Best Editing, and Best Screenplay for my 2014 sci-fi romance, Boy Meets Girl.
So how can people find out more about your work, keep up to date on what you're doing?
Sure, it's really easy because all my tags are the same, whether it's Facebook, my Facebook group, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my website. It's all debianpink.com. That's DEBBINPINK.
NyE Communities Coalition hosted an anti-bullying seminar on Saturday.
This is an anti-bullying event that we're bringing to the community's awareness as well as parents and students of the schools, and we just want to promote it that there's alternatives to bullying. So we have different organizations here today that have things that they have for the children to do, like we have Girl Scouts and Valley Youth Association. The VFW is here promoting their scholarship programs and their Americanism program. We have the Lego Club. And then we have NyE Communities Coalition with games and stuff.
Cool. So tell me about these things behind you here.
The papers behind us are handprints under a pledge. The children are pledging not to bully, to stop bullying. And so everybody gets to pick a color and put their handprint underneath their school name, and they get to sign it. And when they come in, they get to sign a pledge against bullying and stopping bullying in their school. And those will be collected after today and taken to their school to be posted up so that all the other students and parents, when they come in, can see that the students are against bullying. We received a proclamation from the governor's office thanks to Assemblyman James Oscarson. He was very instrumental in helping me obtain that for this day, and it just brings out how important anti-bullying is in the state of Nevada from the governor's office on down.
All right, stay tuned to News 46. We'll have lots more local news for you just ahead.